bougie peut illuminer la nuit. Un sourire peut bâtir tout un empire. Et il y a toi et il y a moi. Et personne n'y croit, mais l'amour fait d'un fou un roi. Et si tu m'ignores, je me battrai encore et encore. C'est ta love story. C'est ta love story. C'est l'histoire d'une vie. Love story.
What's up, chat? What is up, chat? Hold on, let's turn this Indila down. Turn this Indila down. Hold up, turn me up. What's up, chat? We are once again back at it again. LIFEMAXXing to the max. I don't know. There's not a lot of, I don't have the most direction for today. I just figured I would hop on and see if we could find any storylines like we usually do. Here, let me turn myself up a little bit as well. You know, I forget that I have some, some technical know-how in this bitch, basically, in so many words, Oh, Jesus. And, one day I will figure out how this mic works. Yeah, I don't know. You know what's funny is that I am a musician. I do make music, but I have no idea how to fucking use this like mic interface. It looks like alien technology to me. I would show you, but I'm terrified of taking the camera out of my ghetto ass setup. I feel like I'm slouching a little bit. Did you see that? Did you see me just move my desk up automatically? Because that's what professionals do. That's actually what professionals do. So we got a good stream here for you today, boys. A lot of stuff has been going down in the world recently. The most disturbing of which might just be this whole clavicular situation. Everybody's favorite LIFEMAXXer, right? Which at this point has a pretty loose definition, I feel, It's like he's just getting a bunch of plastic surgery at this point, right? And this is nothing new. I feel like celebrities have been getting a lot of plastic surgery for most of time anyway. So like before, I feel like LIFEMAXXing was a movement for men to be able to, well, first and foremost, like just try to beat hypergamy a little bit. That's the whole like basis of the message, that the dating market is totally screwed and that women's standards are so high that if you don't LIFEMAXX your way to Valhalla, that essentially you're cooked, bro, in the dating market. So that's what it originally was about. And that's why people kind of tie it to incel culture, because it's people trying to ascend from their incel culture, which actually is a pretty admirable goal. I prefer LIFEMAXXing to whatever the fuck, woman bashing, whatever the hell the rest of the incels were doing. But regardless, I feel like it's taken a turn for the worse for this clavicular guy, because You know, he started out by doing controversial at-home treatments. That was basically the whole point of LIFEMAXXing. It was that you could bash your face in with, you know, a hammer or some shit. You could bash your face in, and it would make your jawline look like Clint Eastwood or something along those lines, right? So, but now that he's just like rich and famous, I guess he's just going the plastic surgery route like every other celebrity has. And I'll pull up some examples before we get to clavicular, because I feel like there's a lot of better and more admirable people we could be looking at in terms of this whole plastic surgery debacle. Let's see. You know, I bet I could just search it, right? Like worst plastic surgery celebrities. Yeah, right. Oh, you know who immediately comes to mind when I think about it, though, is what's her name from Friends, Courtney Cox. Oh, geez, man, she went in a very scary, you know, almost Michael Jackson-esque direction, and I feel terrible if she watches this, because I don't want to make her feel bad. That's not the point of this, but I just feel like she was definitely not bad looking before. And, you know, with all the technology today, these women, they can age very gracefully. So let's go over some of these examples. Let me see if I remember how to do my fucking setup here anyway. I mean, this is, yep, there you go. Yep, look at this. Look at Courtney Cox comes up. It's like the #1 fucking result. Let me move myself over here. Oh, I don't know what I just did there. Let me move myself over here so you can kind of see. Yeah, bro. That's crazy, you know? And that's not even a good before. I feel like she's already had some work done in this before. I didn't know she looked that crazy. I think this is misinformation, bro. Like, they always put these AI-ass pictures up here, but maybe not. Maybe she does actually look like that. No way, son. Well, this is just botched. That's, like, so sad when they botch it, because that's, like, such a medical... Oh, you guys don't even want to know what I'm looking at right now. Holy shit, I just got jump scared like a motherfucker. Check this out. Bam! Holy shit, guys. This is serious business, y'all. This is serious business. Okay, well, let's check it out. I mean, they got my attention, haven't they? Let's check this shit out. Oh, damn, bro.
2 years of age. How do you think they're going?
I'm sorry, can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, how do you're happy with what is happening to your face?
Yes, I'm very happy.
It was
Jesus,
really
dude.
by far the worst case of a bad injection that I'd ever seen.
In a way, you agree with the doctor because you've described yourself as a beautiful monster.
But now, thanks to a kind-hearted surgeon, the transgender activist is rebuilding her life and even looking for love.
The celebrity plastic surgeons who messed up Jennifer Grey's
No
iconic nose
way. She doesn't
and
look that
literally
bad. Why are they
disfigured
saying she's messed up? Wait, can we go
Linda
back to this?
Evangelista should be
Yo,
put
I
in
swear,
jail
these
as
people make these YouTube channels just because they want to fucking bully somebody. That chick didn't look bad at all. They're saying she...
celebrity plastic
They're like, that we botched her plastic surgery, bro.
surgeons who messed up Jennifer Grey's
Dog. She just looks like she got a little bit older.
iconic nose and literally disfigured supermodel Linda Evangelista should be put in jail
Dude,
as they
neither of
ruined
these
the
chicks
women's
look
careers.
that bad.
Don't
The
know
first-
what I'm talking about?
this chick is
Well, Jennifer
deformed.
Grey
Her
was
face
an
is
up-and-coming
legitimately
movie star.
damaged.
She reached her big
Those
break
other
and
chicks
was
look
known
fine.
globally, but her fame came crashing down when she got a nose job.
This
the
is like
removal
some
of the
Mean Girl
bump,
shit,
the
right?
dorsal hump on Jennifer's nose, made her look very
Bro,
different.
how can
from
you
what
release a
people were
video
used to
like this?
seeing her
That's so
like.
fucking
In an
rude.
interview with the New York Times to promote her memoir, Jennifer described the impact of the plastic surgery on her life. Overnight, I lose my identity and my career, she said. Now, the two surgeries
Dog, if
happened.
this is so old school, bro. That is the most minor fucking plastic surgery I've ever seen. This just goes to show how far our standards have fallen in this country. We used to be a country. Because you know what's happening here? This fucking clavicular guy's getting 3 times as much surgery here. And to be honest, he is also getting clowned on, but his career is growing. This chick, this poor, sweet, innocent girl who is insecure about her nose, fixed her nose. She probably loved it. You know what's funny, though? She probably was like, oh, my God, thank you. My life is saved. I'll finally get better roles. She thought she was going to LIFEMAXX her way in. Honestly, she was kind of a trailblazer. But the worst, the worst happened. That's crazy that they would like end her career over something like that. We used to be a country, you know.
After Dirty Dancing. A second surgery was meant to correct an irregularity caused by the first nose job surgery, but it left her nose shortened and dwarfed, making Jennifer practically unrecognizable to people she had known for years. She painfully recalled no longer being recognized by photographers and becoming a national
dude. They are honestly just bullying this chick for no reason, you know. Just different time, just different era, right? I guess we can just chalk it up to different era. Turn on the main cam again, but yeah. So that's kind of my main contention here is that, like, dude, LIFEMAXXing used to be a grassroots movement. You know, honestly, it was a beautiful thing. It was a troop. You know, I'll call them a troop. It was a troop of incels on a single forum board, making up all sorts of terminology. Now this guy's just like owns a club and lives in Israel and fucking gets all sorts of plastic surgery. And I saw a really scary comment, and you know, I gotta stay off Twitter because it scares the shit out of me. But some guy was like, "Oh yeah, he's transforming himself into somebody's perfect plaything." I was like, "Holy shit!" And everybody says that he's funded by Peter Thiel, which I don't know why they say that, to be completely honest, but I don't know why they say that. I don't think that's true. I think people can't accept, well, clearly he was a rich kid. Like, how does a kid at 14 get his hands on testosterone and growth hormone and shit, you know? It doesn't make sense, right? There's like something really off about the story, which I don't really care that much about, frankly. It's not that big a deal. I think what he's doing is definitely avant-garde. Oh my God, dude. He's definitely pushing the boundary a little bit. He's moving the Overton window over a little bit, I guess, is like really what I'm trying to say. He's in the same way that Tate kind of battled this like feminism shit and moved the Overton window back to where it was quite a while ago, to be fair, right? Clavicular's kind of doing the same thing, but is that a good thing for society or a bad thing? I mean, honestly, probably a bad thing, but who's to say ultimately? I would like people to be more attractive. That'd make the world better. Men and women alike, you know? You don't want to have eyesores walking around your country, you know? Maybe this LIFEMAXXing thing isn't so bad. Okay, so let's get into it. This guy got an otostomy, some shit. It's a ear surgery. Dog, this guy's fucking crazy, bro. Autoplasty. Yeah, here you go. We can just look at the Google. Look at this shit, bro. Check this shit out, man. He got, so allegedly, and this is very allegedly, just because what's it called? This guy lies about everything. Allegedly, he got an autoplasty, which folds your ears back, like as if he had fucking Dumbo ears before. He got a literal surgery for his fucking ears, which is just really psycho. I mean, the thoughts that circle through this guy's mind, you know, you got to think. But so he stapled his ears back first and foremost. He just came out of a major nose job. It seems like the internet is going crazy for this kid's nose job, right? How many surgeries has streamer Clavicular completed? Yeah, I guess this is, it better not charge me for this article. Look at this. Can I just make a rant real quick where it's like, dude.
Got an app idea? So does someone else. They may already be building theirs on Fiverr. Turn your idea into an app.
Something you didn't know.
Okay, you know, I was gonna put that ad on blast for a second, and then the beat was kind of groovy, so I had to. I'm 25 years old, guys. I'm getting there. I'm getting too goddamn old for this shit. You know, so let's get into it. Let's just get into the news. How many surgeries has streamer Clavicular completed ahead of Paris Fashion Week? Let's see. I mean, 4 procedures during Ascension Week. Dude, do you see what the fuck is happening here, bro? It's like the normalization of this shit. But regardless, wisdom teeth removal, which seems weird. Some people said that's a setup to his eventual jaw surgery. So that's terrifying. So especially, I mean, that's pretty late to get your wisdom teeth out. I feel like I got my wisdom teeth out when I was like, I don't know, 16 or something, like 14 even. I was probably pretty fucking young. No, I was in high school already. But is that why I have terrible myofascial development? Is this the secret this whole time? I could have been, you know, PSL 8 Chad, but I had my wisdom teeth removed in high school. It's possible. All this shit, you know, I really start to believe the hype. I do, sometimes I do these jaw exercises. It's a little embarrassing to admit, but sometimes when I'm like in the car driving or just like alone, I'll do like jaw exercises. I'll like mew, you know, and I just feel like it makes a difference. It doesn't really. Honestly, I'm probably just hurting my shit, but no one told me you go through like a second puberty at 25 as well. This is getting really sad. Let's get back to clavicular. So he completes 4 procedures during Ascension Week. Wisdom teeth removal followed several other procedures completed during the same period. Recent updates from Clavo Updates shows that Braden Peters also underwent scar removal, rhinoplasty, and otoplasty. Yeah, so he got a nose job, he got an ear job, and he got wisdom teeth removal. So let's see if we can find some clips, right? Clavicular nose job, because the whole gimmick with this was that it was the first live streamed nose job. Man, YouTube is on top of this shit. They banned fucking everything on this website. That's insane. Getting a nose job at 23. Okay, good for you, buddy. 3 years ago, dude. This shit makes me sad, dude. Not clavicular, mainly the censorship of our most trusted media channels. But, you know, on the real, this shit makes me sad that, you know, this guy at what, like, he's just 20 or 21 or something, has already underwent this many procedures. It's just something just feels off. Something just feels totally off about it, you know, so... Here. I'm just trying to find videos of this clavicular shit. Apparently they took it off all of the social media channels. Prince Live Official. That's right, bitch. I gotta start streaming on Kick, bro, because that's how you get a gambling deal, buddy. And that's where the big bucks start rolling in. That's when you get the gambling deal and they get their little fucking mitts on you. That's when you make the big dollars. That's when you make the big bucks. Okay, surely Clavicular just clips his shit on Kick, right? And you know what's funny? Kick is like probably raking it in from this guy. Let's see. Was it that long ago? Holy shit, this guy streams a lot. I'm a lazy asshole, dude. This guy streams all the time. You think he gets... Yeah, clavicular W surgery. Dude. Yeah, let's fucking put this one on, eh? Will I get banned for this shit?
Did it happen? Penis enlargement surgery? Yeah, I'm gonna get that for sure.
Yeah, penis enlargement surgery. And then he lied about these things on his legs. He said that was because he got some leg expansion surgery. But that is not the case. I think those are just like leg compression straps or something, honestly. So I don't know where this is. Like, this is post nose job, I guess. He had it way before. There's no way, bro. Is this it? Is this just like a clip? Okay, it's clips. That's cool. Can you see how many views a clip has? 30.
Can I get the Bobby?
32 views. So I guess I don't get the clipping culture. I'm new to the streaming world. I guess so. Some random guy just clipped this shit from the stream, I guess. But
you hook, she sucks. Yeah.
This desk up again, bro. I feel like I'm just like bent over right now. But not that way. Come on, guys. But
This corner here. We're not getting this guy. Yep. Little bleeder. Can I get the bogey?
is he awake?
Section in there.
You're awake during rhinoplasty?
Put a little hook over there. Good. You hook, she suck. Yeah.
Yo, this fool's on drugs. This fool's on drugs, bro. This fool is on drogas. Damn, dude. So that's pretty sad. Honestly, that's just pretty sad. There is a level to saying I want to be the best in the world, like the best looking in the world or some shit. But the other thing is going way too far, like we covered at the beginning, like all these other celebrities. And at this point, it just feels like he's kind of lost the plot. Like it used to be a movement, like a humble movement, and now he's totally lost the fucking plot. And it's just a race to the bottom, right? And my overall theory on all of this shit was just that he is like suicidal, bro. Like all of these people are just fucking suicidal. I'll show you another example. This is another rabbit hole that I recently went down that was fucking spicy. Oh, that's embarrassing watching my own stream. We're gonna move that over there. That is so fucking embarrassing, guys. Yeah, watch this. With extreme body modification. Here, I'll let you look at my handsome face for a second. Extreme body modification, bro. Holy moly. I'm not seeing the most extreme ones, to be honest. Oh yeah, we got shorts. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah, so check this out. This guy honestly is the best case. This is the best case example.
Removed a finger, shrank his nose to become the devil himself. Michel Faro Prado, known on social media as Diabo Prado, turned his life into body art and extreme modification. Horns, fangs, claws. He wasn't always this way once
and you know what's
homeless
funny?
and
It kind of looks good.
He says he
like,
was
I don't want to say
attracted
it, but it does kind of look good. He had a vision. Oh god, dude, this guy's fucking mind is playing tricks on him, dude. This guy's fucking mind is playing tricks on him, bro. Because it's like, what do you have to do when your mother carried you in her womb for 9 months and named you fucking Michel Prado, bro? Named you Michel Prado. Michelle is the cutest fucking... That was the girl from Full House, bro. And then little Michelle grows up to be a warthog, bro. Grows up to be a freaking alien warthog. To be honest, he looks like a pretty sick fantasy character. Like, he kind of nailed it. My one issue being with the tattoos, always they fade over time. So now he just looks kind of weirdly black and red. You know what? He might have just been going for a full blackout tattoo, which is equally crazy. But that's just where it starts, bros. I'm sure the next one is... Who the hell is that? Oh yeah, that's the alien guy.
You probably know him as the Black Alien Project.
Alien.
In his obsession with looking like an alien, he cut off his nose and ears, split his tongue, tattooed his entire body black, and even removed his fingers to create a claw-like look. But now reality has hit hard. People are terrified of him. Getting a normal job is nearly impossible, and even Anthony himself admits he can never live a normal life again.
Well, yeah,
Anthony
that's kind of the
Lofredo
point, right?
has finally realized the massive mistake
And you
he
know,
made.
my
You
take on
probably
all
know-
this shit is that, number one, it's definitely a form of self-harm, right? It's like they want to self-harm, but they want to do it productively rather than reductively. Which is maybe slightly more admirable, but not really when you just deface your God-given body like this. And this chick, I mean, here, hold up. I had a point, but we'll look at this chick that just pulled up on my screen. Oh, no free advertising, bitch. ChatGPT. Okay, well, I use ChatGPT to power this stream. So honestly, maybe, hey, if you guys want to throw me some credits, I'll play the ad next time. No problem. Okay, check this shit out, guys. This is like, she looks like a fucking chalkboard or something, like graffiti. If you ever went to a bathroom at like a Waffle House,
because I'm passionate about it.
that's pretty cool. No, this guy's tats are pretty sick though.
Full black.
No, that guy's tats are cool. I don't see a problem with that.
Both of my poems.
Oh fuck.
To go through your training.
Ooh. He's got cool tats though. I kind of like it. Damn, dude. How much do you have to spend on your body to end up like that?
All of my feet. I have
Ooh,
both
will I
of
get
my
banned for that?
palms, all of my genitals, things on my mouth. On my head, there is a snake with wings. Obviously, the soul has been made as well. Twice, but it doesn't want to hold, so to hold on the skin because it's a really tough skin. It's like tattooed rock, basically. I think people find
Dude,
it fascinating.
even that's crazy. That's like so many hours of your limited time on Earth spent, first off, getting poked by a needle over and over again. But it ends up being really beautiful art. I just hope it doesn't fade over time. It's so beautiful.
To teach karate, judo, and
And everyone's first thought is like, what is he gonna look like when he's 75? That's everyone says, what are you gonna look like when you're 80 and you're covered in tattoos? This guy's not making it to 80, bro. That's kind of half of the idea here. He's like, well, I wanted to kill myself, but I didn't. So I just metamorphosized. And it's also kind of attention seeking, obviously, as everyone knows. But anyway,
10 years ago,
it'll be nice
but
to.
I have keep training on a daily basis.
That's fine. He's got tattoos. That wasn't the girl that caught my attention. Let's find that girl. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. So you see, when the girls do it, it's really sad, dude. Cause this guy, he's like, all right, maybe you're just a weirdo, bro.
Today.
But this is definitely trauma, right? I mean, they're both trauma. So I'm fucking being a dick for no reason. There's definitely no trauma. But like,
I've had probably close to about 600 tattoos now.
Wood?
What are we doing today? Guys, we are covering my face tattoos and we're covering my neck tattoos. And we're gonna
oh, that's the point of these shows? These British shows are always so fucked up, man. These British shows are always so fucked up. It's they pretend to be such a prim and proper culture, but you have to remember the shit that their royal family was up to in all of these different colonies and shit. Sorry, I'm allergic to fallen angels in front of my eyes. No. But anyway, that was I saying? Yeah, in England, these shows are really fucked up and not even that funny or entertaining. They're more kind of just very weird. I saw one show where they like recreated Lord of the Flies. They had a bunch of kids locked. I'll switch to the main cam. They had a bunch of kids like in a house and they just were allowed to do whatever the hell they wanted for like, I don't even remember the time span. It was like, I think it was like a month. They left these kids unsupervised in this house for like a month. And I think they split up the boys and the girls. I think that was the whole, or like at some point they did. And they wanted to see like who survived better on their own. And I think like the girls had more interpersonal problems. I think we should get on that. We should watch that after this. But let's go back to this girl because this one just made me so sad. This one made me so sad.
And see what they think. It's gonna be interesting.
Because she doesn't even necessarily have that great tattoos. That's very haram, but she doesn't even have.
And
the other guy looks kind of cool.
And we're gonna surprise my partner and see what they think. It's gonna be interesting.
Let's go, Shotty. So anyway, that's enough of that. This was I just wanted to show you guys this girl because she's just like, it looks like she just wanted to self-harm and be like, I'm broken. This is all people just like displaying to the outside world like, oh, I'm broken. And then, you know, they get a victim complex for life. They're like, oh, you probably went through something bad. Oh, let me treat you softly with respect, right? Like, dude, it's like you can either crumble under the weight of your own depression or you can join the fiesta, bro. Or you can join the fiesta and stop taking things so personally, you know? Because what happens to these guys, especially these girls who self-harm, it's almost like you know, these high school girls are catty. I got a younger sister, and she tells me stories, and they're pretty fucked up. They can be pretty fucked up, these high school girls. And it occurs to me, right? Like sometimes these girls go through so much pain that they have to externalize it somehow, and they just need validation of their pain and help. They need unabashed help, because usually what happens when you're struggling, like your grades are slipping, or this is happening, or that is happening. When you're struggling, that's when everyone starts getting mad at you, right? Like your grades slip, and your parents are like, what the fuck is this report card? And the remediation counselor, whatever, guidance counselor is like, you fucking, you know, you're fucking around too much. I had a guidance counselor once. I was in the International Baccalaureate program, IB. I hope I'm not tarnishing their brand by saying that, but I was in the International Baccalaureate program, and we had this one guidance counselor. Her name was Miss Childress. Fun fact about Miss Childress, her family owned a walnut farm, and she held I don't know, like an outing at the walnut farm. I unfortunately had to miss it for some reason. I had a wedding or something. But so Miss Childress, I remember it was like finals week or something, and she like had a heart to heart with me, and it was really well meaning. I mean, for sure. And she was like, I know that you know, kids like you are into doing some bad things sometimes. I just want you to know that doesn't make you a bad person, you know. And she's like going into this whole spiel, and she's like, I just want you to do good on your grades. I'm just here to check in on you. I'm like, bro, I appreciate the effort. No, I appreciate the effort. But in high school, you know, when you hear shit like that, you're like, get off my back, bro. You know, when you're in high school, you're like, I got it. I got that shit. But I appreciate it. I always appreciate people like that. I try to be people like that now. No matter how annoying sometimes it is, honestly, it can be pretty annoying. I'm just looking at this tattooed girl. Sorry, we'll go back to it. And then we'll go on to this piece about this British TV.
I started when I was 16 years old. And that was when...
Of my parents?
You.
Dog,
you.
no, every
Building
single
your
time, bro? You're joking. Every time, bro? Free advertising,
Tattooed
dog.
on me. And this one, I was 8 years old. So that's quite a bit of change. And that's my daughter, the oldest one. And she actually looks exactly like me when I was young. My name is Alexandra. I'm a tattoo artist and the mom of
Well,
three.
at least she practices what she preaches, right? I hate a tattoo artist if they don't have any tattoos. But if they have really cool tattoos, here's the paradox of a tattoo artist. If they have really cool tattoos, you don't need to get your tattoo from them. You need to ask them where they got their tattoo. That's the real fucking sauce, guys. You got to go level 2. Because they didn't put their own back piece on. If you see a tattoo artist with a really cool back piece, you're like, well, where did you go? You're the fucking professional, huh? Where do you fucking go, buddy? Do you go to yourself? You know, you don't. So, quick tip if you're ever going to get a tattoo. I don't think I'm ever going to get a tattoo. It just seems a little bit childish. It just seems a little bit self-aggrandizing, to use an SAT word, because I was in the International Baccalaureate program in Austin, Texas. Am I doxing myself? I shouldn't say that, should I? Well, it's said. Joe Rogan says he's in Austin. He's way more famous than me. He doesn't fucking worry about it. So, so this extreme body modification shit, I mean, it's just like an affront to God, and everyone knows that, and it's really not cool. And imagine what their mother and father think, and they fed them and clothed them and took care of them all the way through elementary school, middle school, and high school, and then eventually they graduated college and perhaps got a career. This girl is a tattoo artist of all things, and maybe they were proud of her for a second until she started absolutely defacing her body, and you don't know what age that started. Usually girls who go this deep into it, I mean, she must have started so many years ago. You have to imagine how much time she spent on the table. So it's really sad to see. Nothing we can really do about it. I hope she doesn't attempt. That was the other piece, was about self-harm, because this is all a form of self-harm, right? And what ultimately is self-harm? Because this confuses a lot of people. Like, why is it mostly girls that self-harm or gay dudes or whatever? And not only why is it girls that self-harm most of the time, why is it that girls have more suicide attempts and guys have more total suicides, like successful suicides? Is it because men are better at everything? No, I don't think so. But that's funny. But no, I don't think so. I think it's because it's more attention and validation and affirmation based for girls. And guys just want the pain to end, you know, and we can, you know, bottle up a lot, and we're meant to provide for a lot and weather through a lot of different storms, for sure, no doubt. But these girls hurt in a different way, and they don't want to end their life, and they want someone to affirm. Affirmation to a girl is the same as like medicine to a guy. Like if a girl says, "Oh, I have ADD," and her friend's like, "Oh yeah, you got ADD. You got to go get Adderall." And the doctor's like, "Oh yeah, you got ADD. I'll give you Adderall." She just got affirmed by like 15 different people, and it's like crack. You know, she doesn't even need to take the Adderall anymore. She's fucking hyped up. So, and the same thing happens in the opposite direction, right? And if she hears from a bunch of people that she's fat or some shit, it works doubly in that dimension as well. So when they self-harm, it's almost to be like, "Look at me." You know, Gigi Allen, like that fucking rocker, Gigi Allen, he's fucking like shits on stage and stuff. They're like, "Look," and they post on Twitter. I was on self-harm Twitter for a while, which was a wild turn of my fucking algorithm to see a bunch of like 14-year-old girls just like self-harming this and that, right? So it's sad to see, man. It is sad to see. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay. No, we're good, guys. So, yeah, anyway, and the whole point of this whole self-harm culture is so that they can get attention, right? And that their internal pain is externalized in some way for the whole tribe to see. Because women are ultimately more so than men, not saying all women or whatever, you know, don't make it a thing. But they care about consensus more, you know. What's hot right now, Labubu, you know, whatever. Actually, this might be a good segue here. Let me grab something. Hopefully you guys like this. I actually have, has my light been red this whole time? I usually stream on blue. This feels wrong, right? I knew something was off about the vibes. Don't worry, guys. I'll fucking fix that shit real quick. You guys are about to see some studio production in this bitch. Bang. Now I'm blue. Yeah, I'm super blue. And you know what's funny? I have these fucking orange glasses. I can't see a thing. This light, it looks white to me. It looks fucking white to me. So anyway, guys, I was talking about Labubu and talking shit on the opposite team, but you know what I got today at the gas station for $11.99? This is one of those, you know, surprise dumplings. This is a surprise dumpling. And apparently, if you get a glittery one, it's worth a lot of money, right? So, and you know, truthfully, I already opened it and there's glitter in it, but I would love it. Can someone fucking figure this shit out for me? On the real though, because there's glitter on the inside of this thing, but it's kind of greenish. It's not like the glitteriest one. Does that register? You guys see that? Is that focusing up? Yeah, because it's not the most glitteriest one. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Someone please clear that up for me, because if I can sell this for a lot of money, I will. I don't need to hang on to that shit. Guys, I'm going to take a quick sec. I got to deal with something real quick, but I will be back. Enjoy the pause screen. Okay, family. Okay, family. We back, family. So, in conclusion, boys, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking send it. Bang. You guys see my desk going up? I gotta make sure nothing breaks underneath here. I think I set it up good. You guys see this fucking... You guys see this fucking technology? This is real tech. This is real fucking tech. Like you couldn't believe. Real fucking tech. And look at the angle of my microphone. At this rate, I need a Shure sponsorship as well. I would love it if I could do this. Huh? Oh, yeah. See, the problem with this mode is that it kind of covers my face up, huh? I know how you fucking horny bastards want to see my face, huh? Yeah, I know. I know. I won't do it to you. I won't do it to you this time. How about that? First one's free. So yeah, I was telling you guys, actually, I was telling you guys about how fucked up some of these British TV shows are. And I think this is worth a couple of examples. So let's look up, what was the one I was just mentioning, the one with the kids? Here, British show kids in the house. I mean, what do you even fucking search, right? Kids get culture shock. Yeah, you know what? Let's start with an easier one. Like, it's called Diet Swap. I love this shit. It was a BBC show. I don't know if it's still Super Size versus Super Skinny. That's the name of the show, bro. Yeah, Super Size versus Super Skinny. Series 5, Episode 2. And I love the change in vernacular with these British folks. Series 5. It's Series 5, Episode 2, motherfucker.
Action is called for, so Dr. Christian summoned
This is not even scientific, bro. The way this show works is not even scientific. They literally just have a fat ass and a skinny ass person switch diets, which is not healthy, bro.
And the super skinnies together to face the scales for a mass weigh-in.
Before they're paired off, super size.
And you know what else is funny about this shit? In the BBC, the standards on nudity are way lower.
Taking them into the feeding clinic to confront their unhealthy relationships with food.
It's a shame that the eating's sort of overtaking your life.
To kickstart a healthier lifestyle.
The more honest you can be with yourself about how much you eat, then you're going to be able to deal with it.
And in this new series, our very own fat controller is in America's fattest city to learn the lessons of where it's all gone wrong.
I think we're reaching a crisis level, and it's getting worse.
In the hope that we can stop eating ourselves into an early grave. And back in the UK, we'll be delving into the world of eating disorders, as seen through the eyes of those who've suffered.
I've vomited blood before, where I've put a tiny tear into my esophagus through the pressure of being sick.
And we'll be revealing how to spot the warning signs if you think someone you know may
Here's
be
my
at risk,
thinking on this shit.
it's not what you're
If the
eating,
video is
it's
available
what's
on
eating
YouTube,
you.
it should be okay to live stream that shit. That's the whole point of this platform, right? I'm helping you, YouTube. I'm helping you, YouTube.
Over the past 30 years, obesity rates have trebled in the UK.
Yo, I gotta be more
with
like
almost
Rakai,
half of
bro.
all men and a third of all women overweight.
I gotta be zestier. I gotta be more
Christian's
obtuse
concerned.
and
So to shock us into choosing a healthier
inner
future,
city like.
He's come to America's fattest city, Evansville, where almost 40% of residents are clinically obese.
You see, this is where it gets
Whether
fucked
US
up. This
leads,
is where, let's
the
make
UK
something
soon
real
follows.
fucking
The
clear real
culture of
quick,
us
right?
already classified as obese. It's
Let's make something real fucking clear real quick, okay? It's cool when you, in the BBC, go and film your own fucking people being fat and skinny and whatever the hell you want with your own fucking people, right? When you come to our fucking country and you make a mockery of our goddamn blessed folk, that's when I got a problem with you, BBC. That's when I got a problem with you, BBC. That's when I got a problem, for real, because there's no need for that shit. There's no, like, bro, it's family business, right? It's like, this is how Kanye explained it. It's like, yeah, Trump, you know, this, that, whatever the fuck, other thing, abortion, Mamdani, all this, okay? Good. All the topics. It's like, yeah, we're all having problems. We're working it out, but it's family business, bro. When a fucking motherfucker from Norway, oh, Trump is so fucking bad. You don't know who that shit he is, bro. Home Alone 2, okay? Lost in New York, bitch. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, for real. Excuse me, do you have directions to the fucking thing? He's really a terrible actor, too. You know what's so funny about Trump? You know what's so funny about this guy is that he's really a terrible actor. Every time I've seen him in a movie role, he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. But he's like, has so much media training, and you'd think that he'd be a better actor, but anyway.
That by 2050, we'll be spending an extra £7.7 billion on obesity-related healthcare alone. What's happening here?
£2,000. Dude, what is all this fucking preamble? Let me tell you one more thing. Dude, am I talking over this video too much? Okay, this is the last thing, but these fucking European motherfuckers, they tell too much of the shit that none of us care about. None of us care about this European-ass ambulance storyline right now.
Especially
Oh, cool.
Sometimes I wish I didn't,
We finally got
have all
Lowkey
this
in here.
fluid, 'cause it does cause a lot of problems.
You who work on the front lines dealing with it, why do
Imagine Mr. Beast joins this live stream and I'm like talking shit.
Self-responsibility in many cases. I think that we've all just succumbed to fast food, and we drive our car 2 blocks down the road.
Yes, ma'am. She looks good,
Do you
though.
think
All right.
we're reaching crisis point with all this?
This is getting pretty sad. Let's go to the fucked up part about this show that I was talking about, where it's just like such an unethical experiment that they're running. Yeah, watch this shit. Watch this shit.
This now needs to be
When they sit them down with the fucking doctor, this is some fucking satanic shit, bro.
To people and saying, actually, I don't want you feeding me that stuff. I don't want you bringing me this food, you know. You're going to have to put your foot down and do that. But do you think you've got the gumption in you to do that?
Yeah.
If required?
Well, it will be required, I think, yeah.
Well, Rob's resolve is about to be put to the test. It's time for Super Size and Super Skinny to swap diets. in the hope that seeing someone else tackle their impossible
They got groovy beats
portions
down there in the UK
will
at least.
Do you not worry about in the future?
Dude, this shit is fucked up. Look, they're making this chick, this tiny chick, scarf down all this sausage and shit.
You do look a lot older.
Thanks.
I can't believe we don't have anything for breakfast or something till this afternoon. I can't believe how you haven't got no energy. How you got energy?
Well, Rob's giving as good as he gets, but he's soon on the back foot when it comes to defending those portion
This guy is
sizes.
fucked up right now. This guy eats
don't normally have a portion
a whole ass English breakfast every day. Hey, can I just pause this real quick? And I don't know if I'm like interrupting their speech or whatever. I wasn't really listening. It's pretty quiet on my end. But how do they afford all this food? I feel like groceries are so expensive. This is an old, I feel like we're back to the peasant days. I feel like, the economy down, that mean my weight gotta be down. Like, I can't be eating as much, straight up.
If I'm honest with you, I don't believe it. I don't at all. You must eat portions like this to get the size that you are.
You must eat portions like this.
The more honest you can be with yourself about how much.
I'm glad they're back to the English people, though. It was just a short detour in America. That's fair. Visibility. Visibility in that. I like this little UK path we're going down. Maybe this is all a launch into my song.
As far as I'm concerned.
I have a drill song
I'm
coming
massively
out.
concerned for the rest of the day.
So you guys kind of get the point. There's also one scene where they like put all the food into a tube and it's pretty nasty, bro. Is that at the beginning? Did we already miss it? They like literally show the diet and they like throw it down a fucking tube, bro. Please, dog. Don't do me like this. Do you think like old people just like sit down in front of their TVs and watch this shit, bro? That's pretty sad, man. Is this it?
Chuck it into the cement mix for me.
Yeah, they always make them do some fucked up shit, bro. Look, this is the humiliation ritual. So first they do this, and then this is the humiliation ritual.
Cream and jam-filled donuts. In fact, Rob gets through an average of 832 donuts every year. That amounts to a staggering 220,000 calories.
The sugar and the fat in the cakes that Rob loves so much
800 donuts, bro!
Weight. I'm hoping that when he sees the sheer quantity of what he gets through, he'll think twice about tucking in the future.
800 donuts, bro!
Show him just what makes up his favourite sweet treats before revealing the damage.
Yeah, and then this is the humiliation ritual part of the show.
I have deconstructed your 832 donuts a year, and we're going to create that mixture now with all of this ingredients so you can see exactly what goes into them. And you're going to help me.
This is what I was talking about before, bro. This is like, they didn't do the tube thing this time, but they always make the fat guy. I need to see the skinny girl. What they did for the skinny girl, but, or else that's really not fair. But they always make him do some kind of fucking humiliation ritual, you know?
But Rob, this is what you eat. So we're going to put 3 kilos of sugar into there. You do yours. And it goes. 10 kilos of raspberry jam is what goes into your year's supply of
Oh
donuts.
shit, bro. This is like copyrighted shit. Okay, guys. You guys get the point. Hey, if this is copyrighted shit, why in the hell would it be on YouTube like this, man? If this is for real copyright, why would it be on YouTube like this? Dude, I'm getting fucking too amped. I'm getting too amped on this episode. I hope, if my progeny is watching this, at least hopefully, your dad was a good time. All right. Let's see what else is going on in the news. It's also like, what is even available to watch, bro? Because I have gotten this like copyright strike warning on my shit so many times already. Dude, no one in the world is as brutal as these comedy commentary podcast YouTube channels. Like, I'll just show you because hopefully this isn't fucking copyrighted, but like, it says I watched this already. I don't remember watching this, but whatever.
It's a real thing. It hits close to home. My own head housekeeper came up to me just this week. She goes, "My niece got picked up by immigration. This weekend, back in October, you told me to tell everyone I know to vote for this president.
Right.
Do you think maybe you can help? And I looked her right in her eyes and I go, Juanita, the guest bedroom bathroom toilet is clogged.
All right, so it looks like Tony Hinchcliffe, who you might recognize as the zesty host and founder of Kill Tony, just released a brand new comedy special on Netflix recently titled Man of the People. And unsurprisingly enough, it was so weird and terrible that you honestly can't even consider it as comedy. If anything, it was more
for real
like
though,
a boring
Tony Hinchcliffe is not that much of a comedian, is he? I mean, he's an incredible showman. Don't get me wrong, he is certainly worth his chops as a showman, but you know, I don't know what to say. He's not that much of a comedian. His jokes don't hit like that, you know. He's like a situational comedian. He's better in the podcast format, no doubt, like this Kill Tony podcast format.
This TED Talk with audience participation involved.
You have black friends? What's one of their names? Sean. Wow, perfect. Deshaun. Now I believe you.
It was very clearly tailored for an audience that enjoys predictable racial stereotype jokes, pro-ICE talking points, and an endless stream of glaze.
Yeah,
for
this Tony
Donald
guy,
Trump.
he
But
fucking
to
got
make
into
it
some
even
hot
worse,
water.
there weren't even
He did
any
some
clever
Puerto Rico shit.
punchlines. Like he would just say a racial stereotype.
He did, this Tony Hinchcliffe guy. He was talking about Puerto Rico one time. He was like, Puerto Rico is like a big, it's a patch of trash. He said some fucked up shit about Puerto Rico, and he got into a lot of hot water about that. But what is even hot water anymore? You got the president of the United States tweeting every day, oh, he died like a fucking dog. Vajfuz al-Mamdani, he's fucking died like a dog. You know, so it's like, what is even bad
out
press?
loud and expect a massive roar from the audience.
I study all the different cultures, and coming from an all-black neighborhood, you learn a lot. What's a big stereotype about black guys? Here's one that you've probably heard. Black men love eating chicken. And my studies show that that's true. Black men do love eating chicken. We all love eating chicken, but black men fucking love eating chicken.
I like Kool-Aid too,
being
though.
that Tony has over 20 years of experience on stage, you would think that he'd be able to come up with a joke a little more creative than black people love eating chicken, especially on his huge official Netflix special. But that's actually the part a lot of people, including the executives at Netflix, are missing. Tony Hinchcliffe is not a comedian. He's in fact merely the host of an extremely popular talent show that relies on the talent of the guests and the lack of talent of the bucket pulls to be successful. So even though he prides himself as one of the 250 last professional comedians on planet Earth, when he does attempt stand-up comedy like this, you can really tell that he's just a fraud. Because after stating that black people loved fried chicken, he follows this up with a prehistoric stereotype involving black children growing up without their fathers.
Let's see.
But what you don't know,
I did watch this,
if you
actually.
don't
I
have a lot
remember
of
it
black
now.
friends, is what I know, which is that black men do not love eating
Eggs.
Interesting, right?
Wah, wah.
Because
Dude, if
even in
only
the
Red
chicken
Band was
world,
here. If
they
only
don't want to be around their.
If only Red Band was here. He doesn't deserve the fucking punchline, this guy. We'll get back to it. But if only Red Band was here with the... You gotta get better at using this mic. Let me finish my fucking point. God, guys, this is insane. I mean, I'm on in my fucking flow state, no doubt. But this is fucking insane, guys. I'm bumping into the mic and shit. So anyway, what was I saying? Brian Red Band, some shit, something or other. I wish he had his fucking soundboard. As a matter of fact, you know what? I bet. You see this? This is a Teenage Engineering KO2 physical sampler. Let me bring it to the main cam. This is a Teenage Engineering KO2 physical hardware synth sampler, whatever you want to call it. You have to have it plugged in for it to even work. You know, this is part of like a whole stack, but this is for real music aficionados. So one day I'll do a stream with this shit, huh? That'd be pretty fun. Right now I'm trying to learn how to play the piano, honestly. I saw one Instagram reel of this fucking Spanish guy, and he's playing the piano like a legend. And I was like, yo, I gotta learn that style of piano. That's why I picked up the classical guitar, right? But back to Tony Hinchcliffe.
children.
And you see, the problem with Tony Hinchcliffe, and with a lot of right-wing comedy as a whole, is that they're so obsessed with the idea of being canceled that they stop focusing on what actually matters. Like, instead of saying the funniest things they can think of, they'd rather just say
I
the
always
most...
forget that this dude was on like a Trump campaign, bro. That's crazy. He was literally on a Trump campaign, bro. I gotta get to that level where the politicians rating me up.
offensive, shocking jokes that come to mind, hoping the shock value will do the heavy lifting, but more often than not, the result is exactly like this.
I've never said the N-word before on stage.
Yeah,
But if you
boy.
ever stub your toe in the middle of the night, try
Well,
it.
I'm black, so I'm cool.
But aside from the blatant racism masked in the cadence and delivery of a good joke, what makes this special even worse?
Anyway, you guys get the point. This Tony Hinchcliffe guy, I love Kill Tony, to be clear. I love Kill Tony, and I would love to go someday. But this, these specials that these YouTube comedians are dropping, maybe I shouldn't look at that, right? It's insane. So, that's my piece on Tony Hinchcliffe. I'm a big lover of the comedy world, but you know, nobody gets my praise as much as Don Rickles was. You know, he was a gift to the world. This Don Rickles guy, he was a fucking gift to the world. Let's look up some Don Rickles. He's, you know, when you watch like Mark Normand or one of these other smart comedians and they got punchlines, and it's really impressive to watch them like do their thing, but it's not necessarily haha funny. Don Rickles is one of the few comedians that I watch all of his stuff, and he's mainly a roast comedian, which is funny. That's what's funny to me, but he does it in such a way, like in this fucking gangster ass way, that's just so funny and relatable, and he's just so open and free. And I'm glazing him a lot, but he's dead, so that's okay. You know, you can always glaze a dead guy as much as you want. It's not fucking gay. Don Rickles was the GOAT. He what's it called? He fucking was friends with Clint Eastwood. He was connected with all sorts of people. He was a legendary roast comedian, and he's one of the few that when I watch him on YouTube, even through a tiny ass screen on my phone, I can just I laugh out loud, right? I still laugh out loud. So Don Rickles, let's let the main man take it away.
That feeling.
I fucking hate Chase Bank. You fucking every time an ad comes up for a company, I'll just trash him. Ooh, no. I won't do that. I'm so sorry. Chase Bank, please, bro. I need the sponsorship money.
It is now 11 o'clock and I'm fed up and tired.
Yeah.
Marty, I would address... Somebody get a phone book so you can see me.
I don't know what that means. Outdated joke.
40 million jobs in show business. I got a midget to direct me.
What?
I have regards
What
for
does
you,
that even
Marty,
mean?
from Tony Bonini and Frankie Gazzano. And they told me to tell you you'll be dead in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. He has this fucking gangster, like it's the comedian you see in like The Sopranos and shit. And he has like this gangster ass energy about him where he's like just roasting people and he's the only one allowed to do it. It's kind of like the court jester effect, right? Like there's those certain people in the mob circles where they can kind of say whatever they want because it's so astute and they mean no disrespect and it's all love right at the end of the day. But yeah.
Marty, you are the most annoying director I ever had. Little guy, he's the kind of guy in prison, was the squealer all the time. Pulling on your pants like going, let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
I said, Marty, it's 85 times. De Niro don't have it anymore. He's busy mumbling.
I just adjusted my mic stand and now it's like so agile.
When
I
we
can't
see
believe
all
I
the
was
films
fucking
you
struggling
did,
with the shirt earlier.
none of them were great. None of them.
This is not his best work. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm doing him dirty. I need to see the Clint Eastwood one. Don Rickles, Clint Eastwood. Or let's just look up Don Rickles compilation. That's what I was looking for. That's what I watched originally. That kind of put me onto him. Okay.
Be funny.
I love when they get the kids involved, dude. That's instant comedy points.
Good evening, Mr. President. Nice to see you, sir. And your lovely wife, Nancy. It's a big treat for me to fly all the way from California to be here for this kind of money.
This kind of money?
Nice to see you, Secretary Schultz. What are you doing in town? Anyway,
Secretary Schultz.
He's sitting there like there's nothing going on. Get busy. Go over to the embassy, have a bucket of beluga. Anyway,
this is how good he
Secretary of
was.
State's here. And Billy Graham, nice to see you, sir. This hand is bothering me.
You see, this is what I mean. Like, this is how a real comedian works. I have no idea what that joke was about, honestly. Can we look it up?
A beluga. Anyway,
let's decode him. That'd be a good exercise.
Here for this kind of money. Nice to see you, Secretary Schultz. What are you doing in town? Anyway,
Secretary Schultz, what are you doing in town? Oh, not gonna dox that shit. Wait, hold up. How do I pull up like fucking some shit? You know what? Let's just do it on a different tab. Don't have to do that in front of you guys. Duh. I just like, yo, is your AI like not kind of personal? You don't want to like just dox that shit. You don't want to dox it. The real ones know what I'm saying. I gave my AI my fucking credit card number one time, so I definitely don't want to dox that. So what is it, Secretary?
And your lovely wife, Nancy. It's a big treat for me to fly all the way from California to be here for this kind of money.
Oh, it's a treat to be here for this kind of money. So they paid him.
Nice to see you, Secretary Schultz. What are you doing in town?
Secretary Schultz. So I'm gonna say Don Rickles made a Secretary Schultz joke at the Reagan event, IDK. Dude, I'm literally Joe Rogan right now. I'm a Perplexity stan as well. I am actually a Perplexity stan. Joe Rogan, at least he's promoting some good shit now, not AG1. What did this joke mean? Let's see. Don Rickles made a Secretary Schultz joke. He's riffing on then Secretary of State George Shultz, and the Secretary Schultz line is basically Rickles reducing one of the most powerful foreign policy figures on earth to a low status office secretary for the sake of the insult and the bit. So, I don't think AI is the best at explaining comedy. Billy Graham Schultz. Can you, I'm just going to say, can you just explain the joke, bro? George Shultz's real title was Secretary of State. Secretary Schultz. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay. Yeah, secretary. Okay, it was a secretary joke.
To fly all the way from California to be here for this kind of money. Nice to see you, Secretary Schultz. What are you doing in town? Anyway,
No, he said, what are you doing in town?
Like there's nothing going on.
Perplexity didn't explain what is it. He said, what are you doing in town? And that was a laugh line at the time for some reason. What's up with that? And this just goes to show, guys, how much this news cycle just gets away from you because, you know, all of these very hyper-specific jokes to the era are now just kind of lost on us. But, like, how funny was that he was just commenting on all this shit back then, right? Like, that's how I aspire to be. Anyway. He said, what are you doing in town? And that was the laugh line. What is the town? What is the town? What is the town? Was it DC? Okay, so they were Reagan's second inauguration. You see, that's the information I was looking for. And he's saying just like, what are you doing in town? Like,
fly all the way from California to be here for this kind of money.
Oh my God, I'm going to stop replaying this clip. I swear, guys, I'm so sorry.
Nice to see you, Secretary Schultz. What are you doing in town? Anyway,
Lol. He's probably just saying he's a lazy asshole.
He's sitting
right?
there like there's nothing going on. Get busy. Go over to the embassy, have a bucket of beluga. Anyway,
He's saying he does nothing all day.
Secretary of State's here. And Billy Graham, nice to see you, sir. This hand is bothering me.
Billy, okay, that's the other one.
Secretary of State's here. And Billy Graham, nice to see you.
Billy Graham hand joke, okay? By the way, you got it wrong. It's funny because he is saying the guy is lazy and doesn't do his job. Okay, Billy Graham at the time was the most famous televangelist and revival preacher in the world. Oh! Dude, that's jokes. He's like basically, what's his name in Houston? The guy, he runs that church. He runs the mega church, Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen, and you know, actually, Ye was at a Joel Osteen thing once. We should watch that. But okay, so he's saying he's a faith healer. He's like, oh, my hand, fix this. That's
Sir, this hand is bothering me.
Can you fix me, please?
Anyway,
Pastor,
it's great.
fix me.
I make fun of the president. Why not? I make fun of everybody in the world. That's America.
That is
Laughing,
America.
Charlton Heston. I'm a friend. It's over. I'll tell you this. If you were Moses, I was a Mau Mau fighter pilot. I'll tell you this. It's America. Laughing, Charlton Heston. I'm a friend. It's over. I'll tell you this. If you were Moses, I was a Mau Mau fighter pilot. Is this too fast, Ronnie? Anyway, he's sitting there looking at the program going, where does he say he makes fun of me? Where does it say that? Remember when you were governor and you used to walk over to my table? Now you're big and you're getting on my nerves. I'll tell you this.
Now you're big.
If you see Marines coming towards me, go into glory, glory, hallelujah, and shoot Webster. Anyway.
Who's Webster?
I must say, this is a joyous occasion, really. I personally voted for Wilkie. But I'll tell you this. To you, Mrs. Reagan, lovely Mrs. Reagan, to you, our dear president, may God be good to you.
Dude, this is so crazy because you know why? Comedians have always been connected to the political world. I did never get this. I never saw it. I didn't get it before, bro. Comedians are so connected to the political world. Oh, you know why? Because like even Tony Hinchcliffe to this day, and this guy, he's at the Reagan thing. Is that like a mind bomb, or am I just being fucking stupid?
You and yours for the coming 4 years and beyond that. You're a great gentleman and a great credit to the country. May he give you health, the Almighty, and may you reign as long as you wish. God bless.
I hate how he ended nice on
The
that.
blacks, the whites, the purples. Mostly the blacks.
The funniest thing for me is watching people respond because they sort of but you know they're so glad that he picked them.
I'm only kidding you, Bubba. The black people belong in this country.
Blacks watching
He wasn't
people
afraid.
respond because they sort of act like they're a little bit indignant, but you know they're so glad that he picked them.
I'm only kidding you, Bubba. The black people belong in this country. Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, my ass, you're a Jap. I'll tell you this. 3 years in the jungle looking for your uncle.
Everybody wants to get shit on by Don Rickles.
What am I bid for this broad before I introduce her? Look at this, the old guy went $4.
Who is that?
Look at this, the old guy went $4.
Oh, it's very offensive, but not if you're in the comedy.
I have based my whole humor on laughing at bigotry. I laugh at Will Chamberlain, ha 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 ha. But if you don't laugh back, it's not funny.
Right.
Is that your wife, sir? Jesus Christ. I'll tell you this. What was it, a train?
Is that your wife?
Will Chamberlain, ha 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 ha. But if you don't laugh back, it's not funny. Is that your wife, sir? Jesus Christ. I'll tell you.
Okay, guys, this has been the funnest stream of all time. I did not mean to put that pause screen up so abruptly and quickly. I fucking love this line of work. Hopefully the debt prison doesn't get me before I can appropriately. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hopefully, you know, we can get some investors into this channel and we can get a gambling deal, and hopefully some of you guys help me kind of achieve that. Right, so it has been an absolute pleasure. I have been Prince. You have been a lovely audience. I'm just trying to pull up the Indila, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, guys. I'll see you. Bye bye. Oh, fuck.
L'âme en peine, il vit mais par la peine. Il attend devant cette photo d'antan. Il n'est pas fou, il y croit c'est tout. Il la voit partout, il attend debout. Une rose à la main, à part elle il n'attend rien. Rien autour n'a de sens et l'air est lourd. Le regard absent, il est seul et lui parle. Souvent il n'est pas fou, il aime c'est tout. Il la voit partout, il attend debout, debout. Une rose à la main, non, non plus rien ne le retient. Dans sa love story, dans sa love story, dans sa love story, sa love story. Prends ma main, promets-moi que tout ira bien. Serre-moi fort, près de toi je rêve encore. Oui, oui je veux rester, mais je ne sais plus aimer. J'ai été trop bête, je t'en prie arrête, arrête comme je regrette. Non, je ne voulais pas tout ça. Je serai riche et je t'offrirai tout mon or. Et si tu t'en fiches, je t'attendrai sur le port. Et si tu m'ignores, je t'offrirai mon dernier souffle de vie. Dans ma love story, dans ma love story, dans ma love story, ma love story. Peut illuminer la nuit. Un sourire peut bâtir tout un empire. Il y a toi et il y a moi. Et personne n'y croit, mais l'amour fait d'un fou un roi. Et si tu m'ignores, je me battrai encore et encore. C'est ta love story. C'est ta love story, c'est l'histoire d'une vie, love story.
عم تحكيلي كل شي فيكي وانا هسا هون صافن بكي في جنبي خليكي دنيا بتعطيكي وقتي نسيكي دموع هاليومين خلو عينيكي تعبانة حطي راسك عالمخدة جوا قلبي ما في قدك لونه أبيض هو قلبك ما حدا زيك يما شو عجبني ردك أنا دايما حضني جنبك لو كانوا كلهم ضدك حضل أحبك حضل أحبك حضل أحبك هي قصة حب والقلب عم بيدق هي فيلم رومانسي شايف فيه أحلامنا ولو شو ما يصير بيناتنا ايدي بيدك هاي حياتنا دموع هاليومين خلو عينيكي تعبانة حطي راسك عالمخدة جوا قلبي ما في قدك لونه أبيض هو قلبك ما حدا زيك يما شو عجبني ردك أنا دايما حضني جنبك لو كانوا كلهم ضدك حضل أحبك حضل أحبك